You chose a strange place to meet. Water has always made me feel exposed.
And snow makes the world quiet enough to hear what you're afraid to say. So I suppose we both came here unarmed.
Unarmed isn't the word I'd use. You're Jaina Proudmoore.
And you're Weiss Schnee. A name people expect to mean something.
Yes, expect. That's a polite way to say it.
Expectation can be a chain, the kind that doesn't rattle, so no one believes it's there.
I used to think duty was simple. You do what's right. You carry what you must. You don't complain.
The philosophy of those raised in castles.
And you disagree?
I used to live by it. I was taught that leadership meant sacrifice, that peace required patience, that if I was good enough, it would stop the world from falling apart.
And did it?
No, it made me more useful and more alone.
That I understand.
Do you?
When you're born a Schnee, you don't get to be a person first. You're an emblem, a headline, a commodity. If you're perfect, people use you. If you're imperfect, they punish you.
So you learned control.
I learned survival. Control is just the nicer word people use when you don't break.
And when you do break?
Then you do it somewhere no one can see.
Yes, because if you're the responsible one, the world makes your suffering feel inconvenient.
That's exactly it. You're not allowed to fall apart because everyone is leaning on you.
I kept trying to hold together nations that wanted to tear themselves apart.
You mean the war?
And the peace. People think battles are the hardest part, but diplomacy is slow drowning. Every compromise costs a little bit of your soul.
You are one of the only people who still believed in peace between the Alliance and Horde.
I wanted to believe. I needed to. If I stopped believing, then all I had left was rage.
And you couldn't afford that.
No, because people don't forgive powerful women for anger. They call it madness or cruelty.
Or hysterical, even when the anger is earned.
Even when it's justified.
So what did you do with it?
I swallowed it. Like poison you convince yourself is medicine.
That sounds familiar.
Then Theramore burned. And in that moment, the lie broke. The lie that being good would protect the people I loved. The lie that patience would be rewarded. The lie that my restraint meant anything to those who had no intention of showing it.
So your duty changed.
It twisted. Duty became vengeance wearing a crown.
I've seen that happen.
In your world?
In people. In myself, if I'm honest.
Tell me.
My father built an empire off dust and image. He didn't care who it hurt as long as it sold. And for a long time, I thought my duty was to be the perfect Schnee daughter. To win, to perform, to represent.
Until you realized what representing meant.
It meant smiling while people suffered. It meant keeping the family name clean while the world bled underneath it.
And you walked away.
Yes. But walking away didn't stop the voice in my head. It still whispers that if I'm not constantly proving myself, then I'm useless.
That voice was put there by someone else.
I know, but it still sounds like me.
That is how duty becomes self-destruction, when it stops being a choice and becomes an identity.
So how do we fix it?
We don't fix it, not cleanly, not the way we want. We learn to recognize the moment duty crosses the line.
And what moment is that?
When you're no longer protecting what you love, and you're simply punishing yourself for not being able to save everything.
That's uncomfortably accurate.
Duty is meant to be an anchor, but too many people turn it into a chain.
Then what should it be?
A promise, not to the world, not to your bloodline, not to a flag.
A promise to what, then?
To yourself, that you will do what you can and not confuse your worth with the outcome.
That sounds like something a person with power would say.
It's something a person who has lost everything had to learn, or die from it.
I'm afraid of what happens if I stop carrying the weight. What if everything collapses?
It won't, because it never rested solely on your shoulders in the first place.
It certainly feels like it does.
Yes, that's the trap. If you sacrifice yourself hard enough, people will call you strong, and then they'll ask you to bleed again.
And if you say no, they call you selfish.
Exactly.
So, what do you do now? After everything, Theramore, the wars, the betrayals.
I ask myself one question every time.
What question?
Is this duty, or is this penance?
Penance.
Yes, some people mistake pain for purpose, and I did it for a very long time.
I think I still do.
Then here is your lesson, Weiss Schnee.
Go on.
If the world only knows how to value you when you're suffering, then the world does not deserve your loyalty.
That's dangerous advice.
No, it's freedom.
And what about the people who genuinely need us?
Then we help them, but we do not offer our souls as payment. You can be devoted without being destroyed.
And if I don't know how?
Then learn, one boundary at a time, one breath at a time.
Thank you.
Thank you. It's easier to be wise when you're not alone in the lesson.
So, duty isn't the enemy?
No, but martyrdom is.
Then I'll try to be loyal, without becoming a sacrifice.
Good.
And you?
I will try to remember. The ocean doesn't need me to hold it back. It needs me to navigate it.